and welcome back to part 4 of our Venice travel series. Today's vlog is one of my favourites where we kick things off with a gelato stop at an ice cream shop recommended by ChatGPT, and yes, it was definitely worth it. And then we stumbled upon a hidden rooftop with one of the best views of the Grand Canal and totally off the tourist track. And as evening falls, we wander the magical lantern lit streets of Venice, soaking in all the twinkling lights and dreamy atmosphere. If you're new here, I'm Leanne, and next week we're off to Verona, but for now, come along as we savour our final sunset moment in Venice.
So next on our list is post-lunch stroll, 4.5 visit. So it says we can walk to the terrace or visit the Peggy Guggenheim collection. Or into that it says a gelato or coffee stop. It recommends Gelato terrace also.
We got slightly distracted by the ice cream, so I'm not really sure if any of that makes sense, but we thought we'd have the ice cream recommended by ChatGPT. I keep saying that, let's go over it.
That one was not recommended by ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, it wasn't.
But it looked nice.
It looked nice, so we've got hazelnut and strawberry. And 2 spoons. Yeah. The Grand Canal, Venice's liquid heartbeat, it's not just a river, it's the main road of a city built on water. Every ripple holds centuries of stories, merchants, musicians, mass mysteries. You won't find cars here, only gondolas and vaporettos gliding past the palazzos older than most countries. And as the sun dips low, the water turns to gold, reflecting the magic that makes Venice unlike anywhere else in the world. So stay tuned to get a glimpse of the twinkling lights of Venice coming up shortly. So we were about ahead of schedule for the itinerary at this point, but we decided to explore the other side of the city. This is where a lot of the locals come to shop and live, and obviously there is some tourist shops here as well. We were here for the football shop, of course, so Matt wanted to have a look, and then we headed back in to only get distracted by this huge gondola chocolate fountain. It's gold chocolate bars made into a waterfall. Wow. Now, the ice cream parlour that ChatGPT recommended is just over there. I can't point because there's people there, but you can see a queue. Technically, we broke rank by trying ice cream earlier on, so I don't know if we'll have that just now, but we're going to go for a stroll, which was recommended, and then see where we end up. Finding toilets in Venice can be a bit of a mission, but when we stumbled into this fancy department store, not only did it save the day, but it turned out to be a hidden gem with designer shops and a rooftop view. What a total win. The fanciest department store I've been in ever. So wherever we left off, we're now back at the Rooftop bridge, and we're going to go and see if we can find a rooftop bar. We found one that we think may be quite quiet, so we'll give it a go. Within 5 minutes we were over the other side of the bridge. Okay, we're almost here. Is this it? Oh, I want to check out this place. We were recommended to head up to the H10 Plaza Canova Hotel and look at this view. Not many people in tourists seem to be aware of it because it was quite easy to get up there. We just went into the reception, got the lift up, and had a nice few drinks on the rooftop, looking out over the Grand Canal. Drink, chill out, enjoy the scenic view.
Maybe have a snack.
Yeah. This apparently is not as well known, so Let's see. You probably didn't see any more footage of this, but it was so pretty I just left it in because we sat here for a good few hours and I could have definitely sat longer. There was also a highlight, if you see in a second, we actually saw a group of mature women here just rowing, putting the world to right. Honestly, I felt so inspired watching this group power away.
Oh, yeah. I was just sat there smiling.
So what do you think of the rooftop bar?
Literally.
Yeah. We've had a nice drink and we're almost ready to go find somewhere for dinner. At first, here is a sneak peek of golden hour, which is just about upon us.
They're British. They're British. Money's in the good. Well, we're in America. We should know bananas.
By day 2, I think Matt was definitely wearing thin. My patience and the amount of times I stood here just taking footage, it just changed all the time. Like every second it looked different, and the glimmer on the sun over the water just looked incredible. So another couple of views, another few visits over the Rialto Bridge. Videoing. I always After another walk through the city streets and the glaring beauty of the sun in St Mark's Square just made us got extra hungry. I think by this point we had done at least around 14,000 steps, I should say. So we headed out to find a place to eat as the sun began to set. Since we'd spent quite a bit on lunch, we decided to go rogue on ChatGPT's plan, mainly because I forgot to put in what budget we had for the day, so we didn't want to go all out on the way we did at lunch, so we went for something a bit more conservative, and this pizza was delicious. So we just had dinner here. The Ross Pomodori. We had Napoli pizzas.
It's nice.
It was nice.
I think I've still got some of my...
And it is beginning to set. Well, the sun's beginning to set here. So we're just going to try and look for a pub. Or actually, Matt's looked for a pub and found one that shows the Liverpool game.
It's for another 2 hours.
We've got 2 hours. Will we last? We don't know. A friend recommended Di Mammo, which was another great pizza place that we definitely bookmarked, so if you're in the area, it's quite central, check it out. They do some really good pizza and pasta, although you won't be short in finding those around the city.
Oh, now you can.
This is another great shot that I just wanted to grab my paintbrush and pen and notepad and start drawing, but I didn't bring anything with me this time. Whilst we decided if we could find a pub, if we were going to stick around the city for the whole evening, we grabbed a coffee right by the bridge overseeing the water, and being able to just sit there and people watch was just delightful. Watching the sunset.
It's a bit dark, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to have a wander and you'll have lights.
Yeah.
See if it looks any different. What you might do?
I think it will, because it's got lots of fairy lights. We're not sure whether it got dark really quick or whether we just really enjoyed our time there, that we sat for long enough till it got dark. It definitely became apparent that we were getting tired and probably wouldn't make it to watch the game later on that evening, so we just wandered back through the city for a little while longer. And how beautiful these little ducats or cracks in the city would just open up. There would be a canal and a boat often, also little places where you could sit and eat and overlook the canal. They just seemed to capture our attention, so yeah, we decided to have a look at St Mark's in the evening and then head back to relax and get ready for another day's adventure. But it's not over yet because we've still got a bit to see. Well, it's been a lovely day in Venice, and
even though in the background it does look dark, it's actually really dark.
yeah, and also this camera's looking a bit pixelated now, but you know,
It's the darkness.
yeah. Oh, the band. Really glad that we managed to stick it out for the rest of the evening and see city in lights, but I tell you, I was definitely getting tired by this point. It does look so much different in the evening, so definitely check it out. And these little lights and lampshades were just dreamy. I just wanted to draw them. And everywhere I looked, I was just mesmerised by the detail in the buildings and the architecture. So definitely recommend a trip to Venice at least once. And it is true what they say, it can be pricey to eat, but it is worth the experience. And definitely jump on the water bus whatever you do, because it's such an experience. As the lights flicker on and the crowds begin to thin, we make our way back through the quiet streets of Venice with tired feet but full hearts and a little bit of gelato still lingering. There is something truly magical about this city after dark, and the reflections, the silence and the stillness on the water just are mesmerising. Thanks so much for coming along with us today, and if you enjoyed this vlog, please don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe, and come back next Thursday as we leave Venice behind and head to the beautiful Verona. Until then, buonanotte from Venice.